Hello everybody and welcome back to another DashFight character guide by yours truly, VideoGamezYO, aka the Pro Comp Champ. Today we're going to be doing Rambo, as you can see on screen. Thank you for the support on my previous guides, I really appreciate it. Before we start, be sure to subscribe to DashFight, follow all their socials, I'm sure all that good stuff's in the description. But yeah, without further ado, let's get the hell in there. So moving on straight to his best buttons, I'm going to start off with back one. This is an 18 frame mid. Decent range, as you can see, goes really far. It is on the slower side, however it does have a string extension with a double overhead ender. That's really nice with a good knockdown, safe on block, can't complain. K-bar slash back 2 is your 11 frame mid, also has a string, can be special cancelled, can be get confirmed with various specials. Down 3 is going to be your poke that starts your offense off, gives you plus frames, go for a throw, go for an overhead, etc. That overhead is Lieutenant Drop, forward 4, really good button. Pretty much safe on block. It is minus 11 but like has pushback on block, so no one's punishing that. Sends them full screen and is also an armor break crushing blow. Which is really nice. It's not special, it's just a little button. Bloody Knuckles forward 1, standard, I think this is 13 frame mid. Has a string extension which does launch, can't go into it, and off of it. Down 1, just standard 7 frame down 1. Obviously it's going to be your just get off me tool, your poke, which you can, and if it hits, go into more pressure, throw or a string or something. And then finally, your 12 frame mid, back 3, decent range. A bit slow on the recovery side, but as you can see the range is pretty decent, can be special cancelled and does have extensions in various specific moves. Now, moving on to the variations part of the guide, we're going to be going over what I believe to be the best moves that he has. He has quite a few, but I do believe that the ones I've chosen help the most with making him like a really all-rounded character, because he does have weaknesses which we'll go over, and some strengths. But to start off, so we've got the extended strings, essentially just adding a layer of grab mix after this. Back 3 throw is a plus 10 restand, so you can do that. Not great mid-screen, but if you are in the corner, you are left much closer, and this is like much easier to enforce, so you can like keep going for stuff like that. Snare trap is going to be your launcher. You can combo into this from 2 strings, those being back 3-3 and back 2-2. Does really good damage, get ages to do the combo, and yeah, this can contest people that are zoning as well, because if you get a trade you don't have to spend the bar to get the launcher. The other variation I have is essentially just this, but I've replaced the extended strings with the commando roll, which does have a crushing blow. The difference between these two variations is essentially the commando roll is where you're going to want to get in, and you're going to use that to try and get in on people that are trying to keep you out and zoning and stuff like that. But this one is the more aggressive, you know, in your face, big damage when you get a conversion with a combo with a snare trap, and then the grab mix on top of that, keeping your opponent on their toes. Now we're going to move on to the strings part of the guide, and as you can see, I've tagged quite a few, but it's really just extensions of some of them, and some of these are variation specific, but nonetheless we will go in. So 1-2-1, just your typical jab string, has an extension 1-2 grab, for a mix up between the mid and the grab, because the mid can't be ducked. These are tactics which I mentioned before, the double overhead ender, this is one of his best strings, safe on block, double overhead ender, special cancel, like so. I believe it will into snare trap, yes it does, nice. There's some really good damage. 1-2 grab, forward 1-2 grab, and forward 1-2-2. It's going to be your launcher, 13 frame mid, so punishing minus 14 and above. As you can see, that's a good amount of damage from that, and then the grab ender just later at the end. Also get Oki and pressure from that. Back 2-2-1, so combo ending string which can be special cancelled. Back 2-2-4, overhead ender, which is really good on block actually, can be flawless blocked however. And then back 3 grab, which is going to be your rescan, which is plus 10, and then back 3-3, which is going to be your just normal mid check, which is hit confirmable into specials. So moving on to his combos, another relatively simple aspect of his game. Very simple combos, but very effective in terms of the damage they do, considering how easy it is. So we're going to go for a normal one here. What I just did there was back 3-3, into snare trap, into forward 3, into back 2-2-1, down back 4. So we'll do it again. Back 3-3, snare trap, back 2-2-1, down back 4. You can also do this exact same performance with back 2-2, literally the same thing. Like I said, it's however, off of some moves, you're going to have to do slide, because as you can see here, this doesn't combo. That does combo, but like there are things where snare trap won't combo, like that one right there. So you have to do slide, which does have a crushing blow if you amplify it 3 times. Very similar to Sub-Zero's, which does really good damage cash out. But yeah, those are some of his simple bread and butter combos. So now we move on to Rambo's game plan and strengths. This is going to be a pretty short section, but overall I think his main strength is just the ability to control the screen with just stuff, really. You got the low, I say low, it is a mid, but it looks like he crouches when he does it, meaning that he crushes high projectiles while he does this, and it also does a good chunk of damage, 7% right there, and it has a really good hitbox. Can this be amplified? No, it cannot be amplified. Thought so. And you've obviously got the snare trap as well to do that, which obviously, as you can see, he goes down when he does it, which high crushes. He's got a good delayable, cancelable projectile, which does a chunk of damage if all 3 of them hit. As you can see, 14%. So I think he's just a very lame, like, space control, anti-zoning kind of character. Those are where I'd say his strengths really lie. Moving on to his weaknesses. Now, I think his weaknesses are just that he gets out neutral a lot of the time. A lot of his buttons don't have great range. So, like, this is good range, don't get me wrong, but, like, the range of other characters' buttons that you're going to be seeing a lot in this game is just better than that. He also is really slow on the recovery side of things. He has a lot of flawless block gaps, so this one, second hit is flawless blockable, third hit is flawless blockable, this is flawless blockable, the second hit, the stab, the second hit, this is also flawless blockable. Like, he has a lot of gaps. And even with this one, the third hit being flawless blockable, you can low profile the third hit, so he has a lot of gaps, he has a lot of recovery. But you can make up for that by just getting away and using your really good space control tools and anti-zoning to kind of just chip their health down. And when they do get in, you can just mix with the throws and extended strings and whatnot if you are using those. Yeah, guys, with that being said, this is going to be the end of the Rambo guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Tell me what you thought of the guide in the comments. I would love to see it. Be sure to check the description for a text version of everything I've just said in this guide, in case you are looking for that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much. Be sure to check out DashFight. Follow them everywhere because they are legends. Their socials will be in the description. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.